Good afternoon, all students. Um, you know very well. This is my Metrophobia YouTube channel, and already I have post uh, metallurgy related video. So already those students who have already seen my previous lecture, and this is today I will discuss about horizontal extrusion process. This is the part of the extrusion process. So let's start. So first of all, before we'll discuss about the horizontal extrusion process, we'll know uh, why extrusion process we use. Because extrusion process is the very usable process in our metallurgy or in our metal processing process. um, Extrusion is used basically to produce the extruded product like tube, toothpaste, and, and types of funnel, etc., etc. So different in my previous lecture we already discussed about the types of extrusion process, what is extrusion, and I also discussed about the hot extrusion and cold extrusion. So today we'll discuss about horizontal extrusion process. But this horizontal extrusion process cannot use in our industry very well, because horizontal extrusion process and later we will discuss about the vertical extrusion process. These two extrusion process only used for the special purpose. So first, horizontal extrusion process, you'll see here what is the horizontal extrusion process. The layout of operating machine is horizontal. A movement of billet as well as ram is horizontal in direction. That means in horizontal extrusion process, and ram and the billet both are moved in the same direction, and the extruded product also coming out, that should be in the same direction. And the capacity of this machine is 15 to 50 mega newton capacity. And we also know it is the mostly used for commercial extrusion process. Commercial extrusion process for what? Of bar and shape. Bar For the bar and shape production, we use the horizontal extrusion process. And this horizontal extrusion process basically used for those purpose that when we cannot produce any product by normally direct extrusion or indirect extrusion process. It's a basically big product. So now we'll discuss about the second part, is the vertical extrusion process. These also the special types of extrusion process. There also the capacity of machine is 3 to 20 mega newton. And in case of horizontal extrusion process, here we'll see the 15 to 50 mega newton capacity. So this is the difference in between and in between horizontal and vertical extrusion process. And this horizontal extrusion process is basically similar to the direct extrusion to indirect extrusion process, where the ram and billet both are horizontally moved. But in case of vertical extrusion process, here we will see the extruded product and our ram and billet both are moved vertically wise. So this is similar to the impact extrusion. We will discuss later what is the impact extrusion and why we use the impact extrusion. So first of all we will discuss the why, what are the advantage and disadvantage of vertical extrusion. Normally the vertical extrusion also is for use for the special purpose only. So here we will see the what are the advantage of vertical extrusion. Vertical extrusion advantage is easier alignment between the press ram and tool. And the second thing is the higher rate of production. That means the production rate is very high and the require less floor space than horizontal process. That means in case of horizontal process we need the huge amount uh, floor space area, required space area is very much. So in case of horizontal extrusion process, floor face is very much required, but in case of vertical extrusion we need the less amount of face. So and the fourth thing is the uniform deformation. Vertical extrusion give the uniform deformation due to the uniform cooling of the billet in the container. That means, and as you know, cooling rate is the vital important things in our metallurgical purpose, because if you cool differently or if you cannot cool the non uniformly, so we'll get the different types of properties at cross section as well as center. So now we'll see the requirement. So requirement is the need considerable headroom to make the extrusion of appreciable high length. But this is the disadvantage. We can also say that this is the disadvantage, but here we need the high need the headroom. That means uh, length room of the room height of the room, that should be high. So floor pit is necessary. You can also use a room which is similar to the horizontal room, but here you can use the floor pit, that should be instead of high headroom. Okay, now we'll discuss about the what are the application of extrusion process. What are the application extrusion process? That means where we use the extrusion process. Extrusion process, first of all, extrusion is widely used in production of tube and hollow pipe. This is the main and vital application of extrusion. Second thing is the aluminum extrusion is used in structure work in many industry. In case of many industry, many structural work purpose, we use the extrusion process. Third thing is that this process is used to produce frame, door, window, etc. in automobile industry. In our automobile industry we produce frame, door, window, and that should be produced by the extrusion. So now extrusion is widely used for the plastic object. Some plastic object, those product we use in our daily life, that should be also used, that should be also produced by the extrusion process. So now we'll see what are the advantage and disadvantage of extrusion process. Extrusion process advantage, this is the advantage is high extrusion ratio. High extrusion ratio, in later we'll discuss what is the extrusion ratio. Normally here we'll see extrusion ratio which is denoted by R, capital R. This is, that means extrusion ratio is A0 by AF. That means A0, what is the A0? A0 means is the initial cross section, or AF is the final cross section. So this is the extrusion ratio. Second thing is that it is easily, so sorry, extremely sorry, no thank. So it can second thing is that it can easily create the complex cross section. We can easily make the complex cross section materials, those cannot produced by the any other types of manufacturing process. And the third thing is the working can be done with both brittle and ductile material. In some case, you will know, in the forging case or rolling case, we cannot work any brittle material, but in case of extrusion process we can work both type of material, that should be brittle or ductile material, both can be worked. Okay, and the fourth one is the high mechanical properties can be achieved by the cold extrusion. We also know, in case of cold extrusion properties, we get the better properties, and the dimensional accuracy, get the better dimensional accuracy, because cold extrusion means the extrusion process is working at a lower temperature. And what are the disadvantage? Disadvantage is the high initial setup cost. The second disadvantage is high compressive force required. High compressive force required. Why we need the high compressive force? Because in this extrusion process we want to move the billet through the die. So as you all know, the die gap is very much small rather than the billet shape. So to move through the very low shape, we need the high compressive force. So second we'll discuss about the impact extrusion. Impact extrusion is the another type of extrusion process which is, you can say, which is similar backward extrusion, or we also say it's also similar vertical extrusion process. Because in case of vertical extrusion process, extruded product and the delivered of RAM, those are vertically direction, those are in vertical direction. So here in case of impact extrusion process, also the direction of punch apply to the workpiece, that should be the vertically. So now we'll start impact extrusion, a manufacturing process in which a small sort of solid material is placed in the die and is impacted by a ram which is caused cold flow in the material. Here you'll see this is the workpiece material. This is the workpiece material which is red color. This is the workpiece material and this is the die, and in between the die and punch we place the workpiece. So when we'll press the punch to the workpiece, these workpiece fill up the die and move the upward direction. That means when we'll push the punch vertically downward after punching the workpiece um, uh, which fill up the whole cavity of the die and move upward. Just like if you take a bucket, and if you push and that bucket is filled up with a water, and you push a small any kind of steel any kind of mug and press the water, we'll see the water is moved upward direction and indirectly upward direction. So second thing is it may be either direct or indirect extrusion, and it is usually performed on high speed mechanical press. That means when we use these types of extrusion process, we applied the punch, and that punch should be like a impact strength. That means suddenly blow to the workpiece. So I think all of you understand what is the impact extrusion. Now we'll discuss what are the application of impact extrusion. Although the process is generally performed cold and considerably heating result from high speed deformation. As we here we applied the high amount of pressure apply. Basically those material aluminum, lead, copper, tin, these materials are used for the impact extrusion process. And by this extrusion process, what type of material will generate or what type of materials will be produced? That should be collapsible toothpaste tube or spray can. Spray cans means we use the body spray can, types of spray can, mosquito oil spray can, those all are produced by impact extrusion process. Now we'll discuss about the vital extrusion process, and already we'll discuss the extrusion where will extrusion process greatly used. This is the extrusion process maximum used to produce the tube or pipe. In case of some exam, in maximum case they ask what is tubing. So now we'll discuss what is tubing. Here we'll see in case of making of tubing, we use one thing. This is the mandrel, or you can say this is a one type of rod which is inserted with a ram, and that mandrel inserted up to the die portion. This is the die portion, upper die and lower die, and up to die we use the mandrel. First we'll insert the mandrel up to die, and this mandrel will attached with the ram. So how the tube will be produced? Tube can be produced by extrusion by attaching a mandrel to the end of the ram. In picture you will see a mandrel which is attached with the ram and placed up to the die, and the clearance between the mandrel and the die wall determine the wall thickness of tube. That means the gap in between the die and the mandrel, those gap will create the tube wall that should be produced. I think you can understand, all of you understand. So today we will stop here, and I will discuss next what are the